Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. I'm your host, Cam Harrison, and alongside me, I have nobody because Sportsnut, I don't know where he is, but he is not here tonight, so I'm doing it by myself. So, welcome, everybody. We'll see how this works. We might do it later in the week, or we might just wait until next week. But for the moment, it'll just be me, I reckon. G'day everybody, Lenza Dragon Sports. Wanted to start off, rest in peace to Shane Warne and Rod Marsh, two Australian cricketing legends who passed away in the week. I just couldn't believe it, really, about Warnie. Just could not believe it. Aged, I think, 52, so he went too young. But rest in peace. I'll have to say it's unfortunate. It was it was the best bowler that Australia produced, and no, I just couldn't believe it. If you want some Warnie moments in the chat, if you've got any, but obviously he did like the Ashes coverage, even the Australian and Sri Lankan coverage on Fox Cricket, which was pretty recently. So yeah, bit of a shock. He died of a heart attack at 52. But welcome everybody to the stream. When we're on the cricketing talk, also Australia are playing Pakistan currently. I'll check the scores. I've been watching it off and on, but in amongst that, there has been some Amy Community Series football, which is pre-season football for the 2022 season, which we'll talk about by myself because there's no one alongside me. We'll talk about that in the ep though. So what's happened here? Pakistan, they declared it 4 for 476. They were like 1 for like 300 or something. And they ended up declaring with not many wickets. Lost Australia about it for 459. Pakistan had a bit of an early lead, and now they're none for 115. Okay, it's day 5, and Pakistan are they've pretty much 39 overs into their second innings. So it's definitely going to be a draw. The wicket should not be the way it is. It's an absolute road they are batting on. They're playing on a road in that game. Like, the percentages, 99% draw, 0.5% Australia, 0.5% Pakistan. That's funny, that game, but I think there's 3 test matches, so the first one's probably going to be a draw. I don't know if it's the next game or the last game, but apparently the commentator said there's one pitch that's going to be a spinning wicket, which, I mean, could be a bit of a spinning wicket, this one, but it's mainly a road. But apparently it's going to be spin heavy in the next one or the last one. Dragon Sports, one of my favourite moments from Shane Warne is when he was commentating and his phone went off. Yeah, there's been a couple of good Warnie moments. I remember there was one in the Big Bash where you mute your mic and you say something down to the truck, and he was like, "Can we get a picture of the sky or something, mate?" And then that he didn't mute his microphone. He wasn't speaking to the truck. That was just on air. So that was one of my favourite Warnie moments in the comm box. So yeah, I'd like to share that one. That was quite a funny one. I think it was a Big Bash game a couple of 3-4 seasons ago. Gee, Sportsnut not on, mate. He's not Lenza. He's not here. It's just me. I left a couple of eps ago and Sportsnut's not here. So it's just me. We are doing this on a Tuesday, just a bit busy yesterday, really. There's footy, cricket on. I mean, there's cricket on now, but there was a Monday night match of football, which we'll get to all the Amy Community Series matches in this episode. But yeah, just a bit busy last night, and we were like, right, we'll do it Tuesday. And about that new logo, probably next week is when we'll probably reveal that new logo. I might even do like a one-off stream during the week on this channel with me and Sportsrunner if he turns up, just revealing the new logo, and then I can unlist it because I've got playlists. You see, I've got a playlist of one-off streams. There's one unlisted stream in there, which is when we stream with Cardi, getting this channel to 50 subs. And then there's another playlist, which is podcast episodes, but that needs updating because it's missed the last couple of 3. And then there's all of our clips, which is only 2 clips at the moment. But if you think there's a good segment in one of the episodes, write it in chat and potentially I could clip it. I think one of the clips is Ash's predictions, and the other one is this aged well, which was when we said Michael Neese will never play for Australia, and the morning after he made his debut. So that was quite funny. Anyway, I think we'll get into the first segment, which this is RJM segment, but now it's obviously Sportsnet segment. It is best of the week. I don't have a 6. Do I have a wicket? I might have a wicket. If not, one of you guys, can you say it in chat? If you have a 6 and a wicket. If not, we could do what we're going to do for the AFL season, which I reckon we'll start from round 1. But in chat, if you have one from the Amy Community Series matches, your best goal and a good mark, because I might even do that, because I don't know about a wicket and a 6. So I might do a mark and a goal, because there was one good mark. I forget who took a couple of good marks, but Coney, did he take one? Write it in chat and I'll react, because we've got 6 viewers in. So write in your best of the week. I'll roll the stinger. Here goes nothing. Oh, welcome to best of the week. It's me. So my wicket of the week is my wicket. Yes, my wicket. We'll do wicket. We'll do 6. We'll do mark. We'll do goal. I don't have a. I'll do a goal. Anyway, so my wicket. There hasn't been too many wickets in the test matches, because it's been a batting road. But one good one was Marnus Labuschagne getting a wicket, getting Azhar Ali. Now Ali, I don't know, he was on 185. Was Ali. And Marnus Labuschagne, I don't know how many overs he bowled. He bowled 12 overs as the part-time spinner, but we only played one spinner, and they're a bit spin-heavy over in Pakistan, a bit more than what we see in Australia, so Labuschagne has been used a bit, and he's a pretty good part-timer, isn't he? He takes a few handy wickets, this Marnus, and the one he got against Azhar Ali, who was on 185 and was really pushing for that 200, so it was good to pick up him. So that is my wicket of the week, everybody. So remember, write it in chat what yours is, or your mark and your goal. But that's my I don't know about a 6, though. I haven't seen a 6 of what I've seen of I might have seen one, but what I've seen of it, I haven't seen a 6. A mark, I think De Koning took one. RJM, he says, "G'day. Can you write down either a 6, a wicket, a mark, or a goal?" Because I don't know. It's not my forte, this segment. So if you have one, you used to do it, write in chat. Write in chat. Yeah, my mark, I think De Koning took a good one at the Blues. I don't have a 6, so we'll do a mark. And a goal. Yeah, there's been a few good goals over the Amy Community Series matches, which we'll get to. But the best goal, I'm not sure which goal. I haven't seen any in chat, so we'll leave that. If you've got anything in chat, though, I'll react to it. Anyway, we'll get into a segment next. That went well, didn't it? Topic of the week. Topic of the week, everybody. Welcome to it. Now, the Blues beat the D's. I know it's a practice, pre-season, whatever you call it, match, but they did beat the reigning premiers, didn't they? So good on the Blue Baggers. Are they going to make the 8? Is the question. Now, in my predictions, I said they'll finish 11th. And I don't just want to be that person, yep, they're going to make the 8 now because they beat a D's in a pre-season match. But they are contenders. And they were definitely contenders to make that 8 before the D's match. So my answer is yes, they can. That they are physically able. Anyone is physically able to, but will they is the question. If they continue to play like that, I reckon they will, because they did play a good brand of football. They kicked 98 points, and yeah, that's, D's kicked 93, but they kicked 98, so they scored pretty well. RJM says that bloke from the D's was the ripper. Which bloke from the D's, mate? Forget. I don't know. But I'm not sure which bloke you mean, but there was a couple of good marks over the weekend. But anyway, I think the Blues, they can make the 8. And if they play like they did against the D's, in terms of the D's, yeah, look, they're gonna. I've still got them back to back. On one game, I can't change that. They're still gonna do good this year. That won't set them back, I don't reckon. The goal, JM. The goal. Well, they kicked a few goals. Which goal? Describe the goal for us. Anyway, Shannon Humphreys. My favourite mark is Tom de Koning grabbing big mark. Yeah, that was the one I was saying. De Koning, that's the one. And then we'll get a goal out of IJ. Well, that bloke from the D's was Ruber. A lot of blokes from the D's that kicked the goal, but pick out one of them. That'll be your mark and goal. But those are segments done. That went extremely well. So cheers everybody for the support. And anyway, we'll now go over the Amy Community Series matches, because why not? Anyway, so it was a round of football pretty much for Thursday to Monday, I think it was, yeah. Started off on Thursday, 98-93. Obviously, we touched on it on topic of the week, the Blues, having a good victory over the reigning premiers. Friday night match, absolute thriller. Probably the game of the round. Well, decent. Blues was pretty good. I don't know. But Dogs and Lions, I just thought that was a pretty good game. Lions, they had the advantage. They were leading for most of the contest. Dogs, they had a lot of entries in that fourth quarter, and they kicked a few points in that final quarter. So if they took their chances, they could have won that match. And, hey, if it was like a proper game, they might have pulled their finger out a little bit more to try and come back and win, if you know what I mean. So RJM, he's a Dogs fan, so I don't know what he has to say about the match, but it was pretty close. And Lions, they're a good team. I reckon the Dogs and the D's will be up there. I think my pre-season predictions are Dogs 4th, Lions 5th. So yeah, that game was, could go either way, and 6-point victory isn't much. Next game, Saturday. This was a Healing for Hillcrest match, a charity match for that primary school in Tasmania that happened, I think, in December. I think it happened around there, so that was a good cause for this match, and it was obviously the morning of Shane Warne's death, so yeah, I think it was like a 12 or 1 o'clock start, so it was a bit of a sad day on the Saturday, but it was a good game of football, and the Tigers, I know it's against Hawthorn, but the Tigers are looking superb to maybe challenge for the top 8. Challenge. And when I put them 12th, that's challenging for the hate of everybody. Next game, the showdown. Well, I think I was watching this game, 74 to 111. It was quite a low-scoring contest, wasn't it? Like, not low-scoring, but it was a bit of a low scorer at about half-time, but we managed to score 111. I think Georgiades kicked 4 and Tomlinson 3, or it could have been the other way around. But Finlayson and Georgiades really played well. I'm liking Finlayson in the forward line. Robbie Gray did get a hamstring, but I think he's okay. I heard something that he should be all right for round 1, which is hopefully the case. Obviously, no Dixon that game. But as I said, Finlayson and Georgiades stepped up. Georgiades is going to be a gun, I reckon, because he's hella young and he can mark that ball. He'll win Mark of the Year one year, I reckon. Anyway, I think Crows were winning by 5 points at half time, and then Port said, right, let's win this match, pull the finger out, and that's what they did in the third term, kicking with a breeze, I think it was, and they managed 8 goals, which basically seed off any chance of the Crows winning. And yeah, bought one pretty easily in the pre-season showdown. Up next, a Saturday night, 71 to 82. Saints getting the job done on the night, in the night game, I should say. Look, 9 points. It was a pretty close game. But the Saints, they were able to win. And, yeah, 71-82. I mean, that's not even 9 points. That's 11. Sorry. It was a close game, wasn't it? It was a close game, that game. And, yeah, it was a pretty good game. And the Saints, they did it for Warnie because it was the day of Warnie's death. And, Warnie was a Saints fan. He liked the Saints. And they wore that new away kit, did the Saints. And I'm liking it. It's got the red back and mainly red. So an 11-point win, not a bloody 9-point win. An 11-point win. Okay. Anyway, Giants and the Pies, 100-59, a 41-point victory for the Giants. I mean, the Giants, they just played exceptionally well. I didn't actually catch any of this game, but from what I saw in a bit of the highlights, they played pretty well. Collingwood, they've got some injuries, and Braden Maynard has probably a couple of weeks suspension as well. It's not even be a segment. Round results, because this is just flowing nicely, because I've got nothing else to talk about, because no one else is here alongside me anyway. Swans and the Roos, they started okay, the Roos, but, Swans are always going to win that match, 82-51, and the pre-season derby, or derby, however you want to say it, Freo and West Coast. Freo able to get the job done. It was quite close towards the end there, but they kicked a couple of goals late, and, yeah, they won by 13 points. So, and then Monday, Suns 95-72. Geelong, they don't usually try too hard in the practice matches, but the Suns, they beat Port Adelaide in a practice match the week before, and another practice match on the bill here. They kicked 95 points and beat the Cats. Suns could be okay. I know they're 2 pre-season games, and Geelong and Port didn't have their best. I don't know if Geelong had their best side or not, but they weren't playing the best they could ever play. But who knows? Suns, look out. Shannon Humphries, Braden Maynard is suspended for 2 matches. Yeah, he got suspended. I think that was the only suspension of the week. But that's about it for the Amy Community Series matches, or the NAB Cup. How many names has it gone through? We need a history lesson on that. It was NAB Cup. Was it the NAB Challenge? Was it the JLT? The Marsh? The Amy? It was something before the NAB Cup as well. So they've had a few names, fair to say, as that pre-season tournament. And the AFLX, that was separate, but that was a pre-season tournament. Remember the AFLX? The AFLX, what's your thoughts on it? Bring it back, or was it whack? Write it in chat. I didn't mind the concept, but yeah, not a lot of people like the AFLX. I liked it because the first year they had 18 teams, but I liked it how they thought of the Bolts, the Rampages, what they called that? The Bolts, the Rampage, the Deadly, and something else. But there were 4 teams made up, and I liked that concept, but end of the day, probably not the AFLX, but it was a good concept. I love how they're saying, the commentators were the Big Bash, it's similar to the Big Bash, it's just starting out, but where is it now? But might make a return, I doubt it though. G'day, Fantastic Footy, welcome. We're probably going to wrap up now, I know it's only gone 20 minutes, but I'm by myself here, guys. I'm by myself here, and it's bloody hard because I need to keep an audience, and, Sports Nut and IJM from before, they had somebody to feed off. What else in my notes here? That's about it. So if you've got anything else to write in chat, then you can write it in chat if you would like. But I think that'll do us. We might do another one in the week. I mean, I've pretty much discovered all bases in this week of sport, footy and cricket mainly. Thanks everyone for viewing. We'll be getting into AFL like we are now, but AFL as of next week, and the week after that, round 1 starts, which is going to be huge. Update on the scores: zilch for 139 Pakistan. So, gee, that is a road. Anyway, that'll do it. If you have anything to say, then say it. I know the segments didn't run very smoothly at all, and that's why Sportsnut has the the best of the week. But I think at the end of it, we've worked out that don't have a 6, but if we have a wicket, it'll be Marnus Labuschagne getting Azza Ali. If we have a mark and a goal, Mark de Koning. So we've got a wicket and we've got a mark. And then a goal, some D's bloke. Says RJ. I could probably think of a goal if I chose to. I should have had one written down, but I didn't know I was doing this segment. I didn't know Sports Night wasn't going to turn up, but hopefully he'll be there in the next episode. He's pulling out a IJM. I don't know what ep that was, IJM, that forgot about it, but he was here now, so I don't know if Sports Night's forgot about it or what's happened, but he's not here. I'm here, though, and I'm dragging on a bit, so I think we'll end. That's it, though. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you in episode 11, when that will be. Maybe next Monday, maybe not, maybe another day. I'm not sure. Farewell. Goodbye. Rest in peace. Rest in peace for Rod Marsh and Shane Keith Warne.